So I need to give you a warning before I let this out. My 5D journey is about my spiritual exploration, about what I'm discovering about the outside world as I'm looking into this energy. I've felt like for my entire life, there are exceptions. For a large majority of my entire life, I have gone out of my way for people to give them grace, to give them forgiveness, to give them understanding and compassion and all this stuff that I do that honestly, I did it from within my heart, not because I was expecting anything, not because I wanted anything back, just because that's what I thought the right choice was. That we are supposed to do the right thing and trust people. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them the love and support and encouragement they need. And I'm watching these videos on YouTubers online where they talk about all this stuff they're doing and all this stuff. And I'm going, is my vibration jacked up? Like, am I completely and totally unaware of my vibration? Am I doing this from a place of ego? Am I doing this from a place of selfishness? Why do these things keep happening? And this last year and a half have been so hard. So hard. I gave my heart out to a student who screwed me over. I let a car dealership give me a better deal on a car. Like, I had a vehicle that was worth $30,000 that I was going to pay $18,000 in interest over 6 years. I go in to get an oil change, 6 months in, 8 months in, time, what is it? And they said, hey, we know you've been here before. We really value your business. We wanted to let you know this vehicle's on sale. There's this vehicle for $10,500 off, and it's 1.9% today. And I said, I just got the vehicle. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm good. And they sit down. They said, well, let us show you the paperwork. So $48,000 is what I was going to pay for my CRV. I'm now going to pay like $50,500 for the Pilot. Okay, so it's $3,000 extra. $3,000. The vehicle's worth $20,000 more. So sure, sign me up. That sounds so great. Thank you so much for thinking about me and my business. Thank you for appreciating me. I'm moving from here, from my heart. And I get in a wreck about 20 months after, this last November. And come to find out, they didn't put gap insurance on my vehicle. So I get in a wreck, they total it out. The vehicle's worth like $32,000 out of $45,000 that I'm due. And I end up having a balance of $12,500, now $13,000 to Honda that wasn't covered because I had no gap. Now, I go and talk to Honda of Fort Worth, not Honda of Denton, Honda of Fort Worth, and they tell me they sold you a vehicle. First of all, without gap is ridiculous, but even if they sold you that vehicle with gap, your gap wouldn't have covered it because they rolled all this negative equity from my CRV into the Pilot, which still didn't matter because I was going to be saving like $18,000, well, minus $3,000, so $15,000 in interest, right? I was paying for the actual vehicle and not for the interest. But because of the negative equity from the previous car that I just bought 6, 8, 9 months ago, whatever it was, Gap wouldn't have covered it anyway. Shady deal. They did a shady deal on me. And now I'm just going, why? Why? I don't understand the outside world and how people can move from a place of selfishness and from greed and from gluttony. And I'm looking here at my life and I'm zooming out and going, did I earn this? Because it doesn't feel like my karma is what earned this. And if we go into the thing of dharma, what happened in past lives, I'm like, dang, I must have screwed people over in a past life. And is that even true? Do we have past lives? I don't know. But my heart is shattered. Shattered. Because the outside world, there is a lot of energy of theft, of greed, of gluttony, of just selfish tendencies where people are out to only take care of themselves. They're not, and it's not everybody. But man, when the ones that show up that aren't being like that, they certainly are making up for all the people that are. And my 5D journey at this exact moment in time, I want to say F it all. Like, quit being nice. Quit being compassionate. Quit being trusting. Quit being faithful. Quit believing in people. My head is screaming all those things. And my heart is just so broken and so let down by the energy that I feel like I'm not even capable at this moment of processing it. And this channel was meant to be inspirational, and when I started it, it was going, man, I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in the unconditional heart. I believe in the power of manifesting the reality of our dreams around us. I believe. And all these things keep showing up that make me just go, is it all crazy? Like, are all these people just lucky that are saying it's a reality, and they were kind of handed that reality based on their own energy vibration, where they are? Maybe there's no spirit. Maybe there is no spirit. Maybe there's no angels around us. Because I have literally been embracing it non-stop. And I've had moments of down in the last 2 years. Well, it was, I guess, 2 years ago I opened this channel. And yeah, there were moments of down. There were moments of disappointment. But I kept believing, and I kept believing, and I kept believing. And the more I believe, and the deeper I go, it just feels like I can't get my foot to go forward. Like, I keep being pulled back. Like, the tidal wave keeps shoving me back into this emotional, physical, financial, spiritual debt that I don't know where it's coming from. And I'm sitting here praying and praying and praying, show me what I can do, show me what I can feel, show me what I can be today to move past this. Just sit in it. Like, the voice in my head just said, just sit in it. Just sit and surrender. Surrender to all this debt. And what goes around comes around. And I don't know if it was this life or if it was a past life, And I mean, I've said mean things to people, and I don't feel like I've taken advantage of people in money, like the way that people have taken advantage of me. I'm really struggling with that. I feel like I've spent my life trying to earn. I started working to make money when I was like 10 years old. Like, I remember my mom telling me once when I was 10, like, I don't want to mow the lawn today. If you'll mow the lawn for me, I'll give you $10. And was that it? Like, should I have denied? Should I have said, oh, no issue? Don't worry about it? Because I thought that for years I was being trained to know the value of hard work, to know the value of taking care of yourself, to know the value of when you do a good job, you will be rewarded. And I'm starting to look at it and going, do you just do everything for free? Like, and if you do everything for free, how do you pay your bills? How do you keep yourself fed? Like, we live in a three-dimensional reality, a three-dimensional matrix where bills are due. We have to pay our rent and our electric and our water and our food and our phones so we can keep up. And it's like, I tried checking out of the whole social system and having a non-smart iPhone, and all I did was lose money. All of a sudden, I was impossible to reach. And there are people that would try to get a hold of me to come in and, hey, you want to sub today and do this? Nope, couldn't do it because they couldn't get a hold of me. And I was like, no, I need to have a phone. We are inside of a three-dimensional matrix in this reality where this is a thing, like, embrace the now. And this is the now. Like, we can't back up and live in the past where there is no way to communicate with people. Like, and if you did, why would you want to live in the past? Why would you not live in the now? There's just all these paradoxes just popping up, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to speak to, what to say, how to feel. No idea. And part of me wants to just embrace what my grandmother says. Screw everybody else. Just take care of you. And I say that with emotions. I tell people that with emotions. Like, take care of your emotional cup first. Fill yourself up from within so you can share. Fill your bank account up from within so you can share. Fill your physical need for exercise and health up so you can share. Like, but I don't feel like I have the opportunity. What is the spiritual journey? Is this why people that are so dedicated to it end up on mountains and in Buddhist temples as monks, not going anywhere? Because that's what we were destined to be? Because right now, I feel destined to go and live a life as a monk. Just pray all day. Disconnect from the outside world. Disconnect from all this stuff. Like, and just be. Just be. Because I feel like I cannot rely on the outside world for any sort of fulfillment. Everything has to come from within. And as I'm filling up my cup, people show up and they take from it. They take from it through negative comments. They take from it by giving a pity party of needing help. And we give in and we give in and we give in. And right now I'm like, you know what? I don't want to give to anyone. Like, I am about to shut the whole world out and just go, I don't need any of you. And to say something like that, it feels wrong. I think L may be under the fifth.